I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 5-minute or less video. I have worked over 10,000 cases, can't count them. I worked at IRS for a decade, been in private practice for 4 decades. I've been on most all major news stations. You can see all my interviews, not advertising. I'm actually interviewed at 777irs.com, and with that, you can go ahead and see my team of former IRS agents. I do these videos so you don't get ripped off, so you don't get ripped off, so you don't get ripped off. I tell you the truth. And I just love for you to be able to make decisions on what you need to do. Most of these are educational, so you can say, okay, I didn't know that. This is the I didn't know that YouTube station. Big breaking news today out of the Internal Revenue Service and revenue officers. Big breaking news. IRS revenue officers are no longer going to be making field calls anymore. Yep, they're not going to be making field calls anymore. A matter of fact, I think I have. It came out today that the commissioner went ahead and said no longer are you guys going to be able to make field calls, that you are going to go ahead and actually have to let people know specifically when and if you want an appointment with them, and they'll set the appointment up for you. So the only people that will probably knock on your door is an IRS special agent, which is in part of a criminal investigation. IRS Dan Warfel, the commissioner, thought there were too many scam artists, too many impersonations. He didn't know if it was safe both for the taxpayer, the client, your client, and possibly the revenue officer, of people knocking on doors. Many of them went out really by themselves. So the revenue officer's job was to go out kind of by surprise, to go and examine the books, look around the business, and make decisions on what would happen. Now they're going to send out a form letting you know. I forgot the name of the form. I'll have to look it up again. That's not the big news. Isn't the form. The really big news here is the fact that you will not get a knock on the door anymore from a revenue officer. They will call you to make an appointment. If I were you, don't have the appointment in your office. Have the appointment where the revenue officer is. Don't have a meet there. You don't want them looking or snooping around. It's not a good idea to invite the IRS agent out. Can they look around? I guess they can ask you. If they are, I would have a power of attorney or somebody there, just having them sit in an office, and don't give them the opportunity to look around. There's no reason for them to do that. Anyway, IRS revenue office will no longer be out knocking on your door. This is big breaking news. Since the creation of IRS has been banging on the doors, the collectors. I was one. I'm saddened. I'm heartbroken. It was my job, but it is in the best interest of both the agent and mainly you, because you don't need IRS invading your space with potential customers there and employees there. And now it's done in a more professional setting. Thank you very much. Enjoy the breaking news.